nation's economic growth, as they are meant to play a critical role in the import and export of goods. The Niger Delta is blessed, as we know, with strategic coastal locations, making it an ideal hub for maritime trade. However, the seaports within the region have faced significant challenges over the years that have rendered them non-functional or not operating at their full capacity. Well, in a bid to further develop maritime infrastructure and ease congestion at the country's ports, the federal government on Monday sent a high-powered steering and project delivery team from the Federal Ministry of Marine and Blue Economy to Bayelsa State to fine-tune plans to commence the multi-billion-dollar deep seaport in Niger, Keremo local government area of Bayelsa State. Now, this is a follow-up to Governor Doyadiri's visit to Minister of Marine and Blue Economy Boyega Oyatola in his office in Abuja, where he solicited the support of the federal government towards the development of the deep seaport in Niger. The plan is to explore public-private partnership PPP approach in actualizing this dream. Let's let you have a listen of what the governor said.
Details that you have given, I'm sure my team is aware. And so the areas that the state government will have to act, I assure you that we will act speedily. And the areas that the federal government will act, of course, you know it all ends at your table. The minister, the honorable minister, and the MPA. You are the two key people in this whole project. And so I have no fears with the commitment you have shown. For evacuation, when you mentioned badges, I was at home because I know that is Bayelsa. So we will not have problems with evacuation, particularly leading to the Atlantic Ocean. In terms of even the road, the previous administration started a road towards Sagi, but we came in and completed the road to the local government headquarters of that local government, which is called Keremo local government. And so as we speak, we are getting to our 5th year in office, and part of our agenda is to now do a groundbreaking to continue with that road. And so the corridors of even land evacuation, we are on it. But more importantly, if we have an investor, the issues about the number of years, the gestation period, and all of that will be discussed by the committee, and it will be agreed between my states and you, and whoever that will become the investor. But I believe that that project is ripe enough. I believe that that project, that any investor who comes in will never regret having that magnitude of investment in Nigeria and from our state here. Let me also appreciate the federal government for the brass LNG. These were 2 projects that if they are taken off, the economy of Bayelsa State wouldn't have been the same. But unfortunately, all of these 2 projects have been stalled for a long while until the coming of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Brass LNG has now been signed. Now we are on the deep seaport. Let it be on record and in history that under his administration, these 2 very important projects to Nigeria and to Bayelsa were achieved. It's better you actually go there so that you see things, even now that the place is undeveloped, there is work going on there.
Well, there you have it, Governor Doyadiri giving some insights as to the development of the deep seaport in Bayelsa State, what it stands to mean for the people of Bayelsa and indeed the Niger Delta region, by extension Nigeria as well. We still have Pastor Okworok in the studio with us. Pastor Okworok, listen to Doyadiri as he talked about the developments that have ensued since the administration of President Bola Tinubu. The governor actually appreciated the fact that there's been a lot of new developments cropping up here and there, and it might seem as though President Tinubu has indeed been working from what we hear the governor say. And with this development of the Bayelsa deep seaport in Bayelsa, how far-reaching will this be to not just Bayelsans, the Niger Delta generally, the marine economy? We seem not to be talking so much about it. The issue of decongestion is also on the table. that if we were to have all the seaports within the Niger Delta region, it will further help bolster trade in the region. What is your take on this?
You know, as I listened to Diri, I felt sad because it may not work.
Why would you say it may not work?
Because there's an orchestration to ensure that no other port works in Nigeria except Lagos.
Okay, that's a really fat allegation.
Not fat allegation. They are real. You can see there are indices on ground.
Okay, we rely on your insights now to
tell you that. Listen to me. That no matter what you do, before the Lekki deep sea port came on board, here is one coming. The Ibaka's deep sea port was already on the table. There's been a lot of funny politics. Go and find out why. Oh, come on. What's that place that the Duke did in Calabar? I forgot what it was called.
The cattle ranch.
What?
Is it the cattle ranch?
No. It was a
Calabar port.
export-free zone thing, and so on that he did. It was killed. You see, the Yorubas, I will say it bluntly, must allow other parts of the country to breathe.
And yet again, this is a new administration.
That's why.
So
that's where I'm coming to.
He even commended Mr. President.
It does not matter. He commending the president.
So it might work. It might work if he's doing something about it.
You see, let's hope it will work.
Yeah, but
let's hope, because see, Calabar has never been allowed to work. The Calabar port. When I was the media consultant to the Jigawa state government, I left Dutse when I got to Abuja, my wife called me that they were already in Calabar. So instead of flying to Lagos, I flew to Calabar. I think that was 82. No, sorry. I think that was 2002, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was 2, because I consulted for Jigawa 2001, 2003. But in one of those years, it was in December. Instead of flying to, from Dutse, I went to Abuja. So instead of flying to Lagos, I flew to Calabar. Okay? I flew to Calabar. And lo and behold, there was a ship that brought cars. Massive ship. Cars were cheap. Things were easy. I just walked in there and bought a Ford Scorpio. For that car drew one tank from here to Lagos when I was going back. Now, why did it stop? Why did it stop? Why did it stop allowing vessels to bring things to Calabar? All the boats around here, that they are mercantile people. Yeah. They had actually moved their wares to come through Calabar. And suddenly, it stops. You see, the problem is that people don't want to come out and say these things in public, but I will say it.
But they mentioned the issue of dredging, that the Calabar port needed dredging, and even
is the Lagos port not being dredged?
And they dredged the
every day. Yeah. Listen, go to Bonny Camp. Sit at Bonny Camp. Go to maybe like 6. You are going to see after with 1 or 2 hours, the dredger passes. It's being paid in dollars. It's being paid in dollars. That dredger dredges that water. For the goose is good for the gander. If you are dredging Lagos port every day, Calabar port, the channel to Calabar, you don't need to dredge it every day. Are you following me? You dredge it for a while, ships pass, and then you dredge it. So you cannot tell me that you are dredging ask anybody, ask NPA, are they dredging Lagos port? Right opposite, you sit there. I had a friend who was the commander of that, so we go there technical every evening. He's from here. He's retired, he's now here. And we sit there, you see this dredger go. So that's why they will tell you he's dredging. It's all bullshit. Because if you are dredging bullshit, maybe
it's not
I withdraw that. It's very annoying. When you know what is happening in this country, it's very, very annoying. It's very annoying. you have a people that think that they are the only people that should benefit. No, it's wrong. You are dredging, like I said, every day. Mark my word. Go and find out. They are dredging that place every day. And then a place that you need to dredge once a while, you refuse to dredge it.
Well, Pastor
We
Paul
have,
Rock.
sorry, sir. We had the Ikoraba Seaport. I have the bathymetry report in my house.
Okay.
It's 12 meters deep. Any ocean liner can go there.
Let's look at the role of the private, public-private partnership in actually actualizing this project, because
If
they said they are get on.
I agree.
Use the
If
strategy.
the federal government does not give you the approvals, you cannot do it. If the federal government does not sign off, you cannot do it. What is stalling the Akwa Ibom? What? Is that they don't have people to invest? They have people to invest. So what is stalling it? So I wish Diri very well. In fact, I wish, because I said in the first when we were talking about the university, that President Tinubu has come and has done certain things different from what was done. Even our brother, who was the president, couldn't do anything about Ogoni. No, it's true. I mean, I have to be blunt about that. It was our brother, Jonathan, but he couldn't do anything about Ogoni.
This one is doing something.
But so maybe, just maybe, that with the spirit that President Tinubu is carrying, Diri has hit a gold mine, because, sir, if that project takes off, the one of Bible takes off, there is no place in Europe that will look like our place.
So if we have such potentials in place, as we begin to round off now, we just have 1 minute.
Yes.
So, if we were to ensure that these projects take off,
Yes.
what are the potentials in just 1 minute?
Whoa! The potentials will be mind-blowing. The economy, not just of the country, the areas where these projects are located would experience such a tremendous explosion within a short time. That will, in fact, people say this place is a London of Africa. We will be better than London. I'm telling you.
Indeed.
That Ajirage, they call it. That area, you find out that it will become a mecca of sorts. People will be heading towards these places that you have these seaports, and you will find that the economy of this axis will completely change, a complete transformation.
All right.
In such dimensions that will blow your mind. So it's a welcome development if it will work.
All right.
I think
pray
Mr.
it
President
works.
is particularly interested in the wealth of the sea, because he created a Ministry of Blue and Marine Economy, and
Praise the
Bielsa
Lord.
also has a ministry like that.
Yeah,
So
well,
we pray it works. It
No,
will definitely
I
work.
pray it works. I
It
pray
will work.
Indeed, Pastor Samuel Okporo, oil and gas expert. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
We will keep optimism up and see to it that the federal government begins completes all of the promises that it has made to the Nigerian people, and indeed the Niger Delta region.
No,
Thank
he
you very much.
started on a good note. So let's try that.
Please don't lose
bring
hope.
it on.